1 2 1 2. Audio check. Audio check. 1 2 1 2. Audio check. Is this thing on? All right. Well, once in a while, it looks like we have audio right from the outset, and it's working like it's supposed to. Imagine that. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You're tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Are you ready for the next big thing? Let's go. All right, today we're playing WWE 2K25 and we're in the My Faction mode, and we have a few things that we want to get into today. We have a new pack coming today, and it should be live now. And so we're going to start out right here, going over from the main menu in the game. You know, when you first come in, you start off on the main menu, and you can go from live to play to multiplayer to the headquarters to the store. And in the store, let's go to the pack market, and we don't see the new pack live yet. What's going on with that? It should already be live, but there is nothing live. So maybe we need to go back out and come back into the game. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go all the way back out. Let's see if we reload the game and come back in. If it refreshes and brings us to see the new pack, we should already have it up. All right, let's go back over to the store. There we are. Ha ha! I love it when a plan comes together. Today, we have the new pack for WWE 2K25. We have the Superstar Series pack. Let's go. So let's get into it. Today, the new pack that has arrived is a Superstar Super Pack 2. And these are our options with the Superstar Super Pack 2, although the art says 1. That's interesting. What the what? The what? All right, 2K. That's 1. Okay, this is all kind of jacked up here, guys. That art says 1. Okay, and you can see the glitching, the glitchiness going on in the graphic and everything there. The time 8,932.08. Oh my gosh, what's going on, guys? What just happened? All right, so let's do this. Let's jump all the way out of the game because that's not looking. But we did get a screenshot of what the pack is supposed to look like before things got all weird there. So we're gonna back out of the game, come back in, and see if this is resolved. And let's hurry up and jump through those menus because we don't want to get copyright strikes or anything like that. And we want to go back over to My Faction, theoretically. Now I'm getting very concerned now, and we go to the store. All right, and on the front page of the pack market, it clearly is there. Superstar, Super Pack 2. Now when we go into the packs, okay, there it is. Now it refreshed properly. My goodness, that's a little scary. All right, and your other packs that are available in here are your Money in the Bank, and that's under ending soon. Your recommended packs are Electric, Sinister, and Punches and Promos. But let's get to the main feature. All right, the main feature is the Superstar Super Pack 2, and the pricing appears to be there appears to be no changes in the pack pricing, which is a great thing. Although I've voiced my concerns in the past about how I feel about the current price point that we're at in the game already, and we're just barely getting diamond cards right now. All right, and not even really good ones. But pricing is goes accordingly. A basic pack, Superstar Super Pack 2 basic pack is 15,100 MFP or 13,600 VC. A pricing for a Superstar Super Pack 2 Deluxe pack is 30,000 MFP or 27,000 VC. Pricing for a basic 10 pack box is 143,500 MFP or 129,200 VC. Pricing for a deluxe 10 pack box is 285,000 MFP or 256,500 VC. Finally, pricing for a deluxe 20 pack box is 540,000 MFP or 486,000 VC. We have been grinding off camera like a madman, trying to get enough to at least be able to buy one 20 pack box out of this set, and that's all I'm in for, man. It's a lot of grinding is becoming very hard work, and I enjoy the heck out of this game, but grinding, even for someone like me who's mentally acclimated to it and actually has some modicum of fun doing it, do get burnt out on it from time to time. Although my threshold is probably higher than most human beings, but even I get burnt out. All right, but all that being said, let's take a look here and see if we can go to my collection screen here under headquarters and see if we can see what's in it. So let's go take a look and see if we have posted what's in the pack, and that hasn't been updated yet. Because normally you can go in here like how we had for the Super Pack 1. So we probably won't be able to see that until noon. So there's that. So we're going to go into this a little bit blind into the game update at noon. So for the first hour today, we're just doing this all blind. So this is all going to be all surprising. But I was going to buy a pack no matter what anyway. So, but I would have liked to have seen what was in it before we got there. But here we go. All right. So first thing first, we're going to purchase. You see I didn't get way up there, but I did get enough MFP to at least buy a 20 pack box. I'm up to 553,456 MFP. And like I indicated in prior streams, my goal was 50,000, a minimum of 50,000 MFP a day. And that roughly amounted to almost 2.5 hours or more of just straight grinding every day this past week since the release of the money in the bank pack. And believe me, it's been a grind. There's been some days where it's went, depending on what was going on with me and around me at the house or whatever, that it's kind of spilled over into 3 hours or even more, depending on what I was doing. But generally speaking, it's been straight up, 2 hours, right at 2 hours, actually more like 2.5 hours a day of just straight grinding, more or less. There are some days where I've been able to run pretty smooth and got it real tight to like 2 hours and 15 minutes or give or something, but definitely over a little bit over 2 hours every time. But when it was real tight, I could get it right real close to 2 hours. But generally speaking, the more realistic thing was like 2.5 hours. All right, but that being said, 540,000 MFP. Let's go. Let's purchase with MFP, and please don't let me down. 2K, all that hard work. I need something out of this. So, and we get a bonus pack for buying the 20 box. So, we're gonna go to open later, and then we'll come out. And I like to do this. Do I want to refresh before? No, we'll go straight in. All right, so we're gonna go to the unopened packs, and I hope I don't live to regret this. And let's open the bonus pack first so we can start out and see what's in there. I don't know if this is cosmetic yet. I have no idea. So the first pack, the bonus pack. Reveal all. We get a diamond Mr. Fuji manager card. Awesome. And before we move on, I want to go take a look at that Mr. Fuji. So let's go to my collection, go to rewards. Oh, it's under managers. So where's Mr. Fuji? Where you at, Mr. Fuji? Okay, does anybody got APB on Mr. Fuji? I don't see him yet. Where you at, Mr. Fuji? Okay. Where is he? Well, where? Are my old man eyes messing with me here? Oh, right there in front of me. All right. So we got a diamond Mr. Fuji manager card. And there's the card art. And let's see. Oh, plus 10 on everything. Ruthless. Let's go. I got some updates to make here. Ruthless managers will do anything to win and typically work best with powerhouses and strikers. So that is going to be great for my grinding squads. And attribute bonuses for Mr. Fuji: 10 plus 10 strength, plus 10 finisher, plus 10 arm durability, plus 10 pin escape, plus 10 grapple offense, plus 10 arm power, plus 10 grapple reversal, plus 10 body durability. Before we proceed, he is going on every one of my teams. Every one of them. All right, so let's go. Customization managers. Been nice to know you, Scarlet. We're going up here to until otherwise illustrated. That's my new manager for everything. You hear me, guys? Everything. Not everything, everything. All right. So, Mr. Fiji for you. Bloodline squad. Managers. Mr. Fuji for you. I could even say Mr. Fiji. All right, live event squad, Mr. Fuji for you. And that's what's up. We'll figure out the particulars later, but for right now, that's the best manager card that I got, period. It's going on everything. And we'll see if there's any downsides to that in the future, but for now, it's on everything. All right, so before we proceed, now let's jump back over to our unopened packs. And let's finish this thing out. Let's see. Let's go. All right. Before we get into it, let me take a deep breath. All right. Let's go open these packs. We got 20 pack, deluxe, superstar, super pack 2. Let's go. First pack. First pack. All right. I did a reveal all. I'm going to do them one by one. We got a couple reveal. Okay. Why are these not revealing? Why are these not revealing? Okay, nothing. What's going on? I'm not getting anything. Houston, we have a problem. Okay. Nothing's happening. Okay, I can't back out of the screen. All right, no more packs after that. I don't know what just happened. I, I'm afraid to do anything else here now. Like, all right, something's broken here, guys. All right, I will do one more pack. One pack. Just one pack, because I that was crazy. Nope. It won't reveal the superstar cards to me. Okay, I got a Amethyst Wallpaper 122 and a WCW Championship Oddity, but this card, it won't reveal what it is to me. I'm hitting A for reveal, and nothing's happening. Okay, I won't do any more because something's wrong here. Something needs to get sorted. Yo, so I don't know what's happening here. All right, so I'm just gonna back out of this, and we're gonna lay off into. Well, let me try this first. Let's first of all try coming out of the game. So let's do that first. Backing out of the game completely. Let's restart the entire game, and we'll come back in and see. Uh, all right, coming back into the game. Um, I'm concerned now because I've spent 540 on a pack and it's bugged the heck out, and I'm trying not to totally lose it right now. But this right here is not what the doctor ordered. I'm very concerned right now. I should get my duplicate MFP. I should get something out of that, and I'm sitting at 15,076 MFP. I don't want to mess around popping open any more pack. Oh, I got 4 up. Okay, it says I got 4 items in my collection now. So, okay. Now it looks like the Superstar Super Pack 2 is showing up here in my collection, and I can see the items. Okay. So maybe that got it. I'm still nervous here. All right, so let's see what we got out of this so far. Out of all cards, we got 3 sets in the pack. In set 1, I've got 2 cards out of that. So we got the Amethyst Kurt Angle from Demastered, and we got the Amethyst Scarlet from Sinister. Other cards in the set include Oscar from Demastered, Karrion Kross from Demastered, Amethyst R. True from Demastered, Amethyst Rick Steiner from Legends 2, Amethyst Rob Van Dam, which are both cards I need to get to get a set collection reward of 15 tokens, and we'll touch more on the tokens issue shortly. But I've talked about that ad nauseum concerning live events issue or concern or a thing that I'm not very happy with right now concerning the game. But uh, going forward, we have an Amethyst Stacy Keebler and an Amethyst The Miz. All right, so set 2 has an Amethyst Cody Rhodes, Amethyst Eddie Guerrero, Amethyst John Cena 25, Amethyst Lita, Amethyst Roman Reigns, Amethyst Alexa Bliss, Amethyst The Fiend Bray Wyatt, Amethyst Bray Wyatt again, Amethyst Diamond Dallas Page, and Amethyst Roman Reigns. Got a lot of cards from the Demastered set here, although this set here features more punches and promos, but you got a little mix of Legends 2, little mix of punches and promos, and a couple of Demastered cards as well. Well, one Demastered card in this set. All right, so that's set 2, and you get excuse me, you can get 5,000 MFP if you complete this collection set. I didn't cover the collection set from set 1 either. Set 1 is also 5,000 MFP for that collection set reward. All right, and finally set 3, you get 7,000 as a collection set reward if you complete set 3, and it has Diamond EO Sky, Diamond Jacob Fatu from the Bloodline, Diamond Kane from Money in the Bank, Diamond Rey Mysterio from Money in the Bank, Diamond Roxanne Perez from Money in the Bank. Then from the Bloodline series, it's got Diamond Sami Zayn, Diamond Solo Sikoa, Diamond Jimmy Uso, and Diamond Nia Jax. And you can get a 7,000 MFP collection set reward from that group. All right, and that's the whole set in a nutshell. It's basically a best of set from cards that have been previously issued between series that were issued between the time the first Super Pack 1 was issued and the current Superstars pack. So you're gonna get assortment of cards from Demastered, Sinister, Punches and Promos, Legends 2, Bloodline, and Money in the Bank. That's really all this is. But all that being said, over in the set collection, we did have one other item that we did unlock, and that was a wallpaper. And let's go down here, and that was an Amethyst wallpaper 112 cosmetic. So we can still kind of work towards getting our collector's level up, because we got 37 cards into the Pink Diamond Seth Rollins. So that's what we're going to focus on here now. So let's see if we can go and open some packs and not continue to experience weirdness. All right, 18 packs to go, 18 packs to go. And let's pop open the next pack. All right, and reveal each card one by one. Okay, now it looks like we're working normally. All right, and we pulled the Diamond Rey Mysterio from Money in the Bank. Diamond Rey Mysterio from Money in the Bank. Next card, Emerald Sonya Deville Manager, Duke, Sapphire Fighting Spirit, side plate, and Emerald Cosmetic, duplicate, Emerald Cosmetic, also duplicate. So that's that pack. Feature here is a Diamond Rey Mysterio. Let's continue. 17 packs to go. Next pack. All right, first pack, Emerald Joe Gacy, Superstar Series 2, duplicate, Tactical Vest, duplicate, Emerald nameplate, duplicate, bronze nameplate, duplicate, and a Sapphire Mr. Fuji Manager card. Continue. 16 packs to go. All right, and let's reveal them one by one. We got the duplicate Jacob Fatu, 11,250 duplicate MFP off of that one. A Sapphire Wallpaper, 40. A Sapphire Unstoppable Force side plate. Ruby Miss Elizabeth Manager. We didn't have that one, apparently. Emerald nameplate. So duplicate MFP there. Continue. Next pack. 15 packs to go. 15 packs to go. All right, so we reveal them one by one. All right, so duplicate. This is a diamond of some sort. Let's see. This is Diamond Sami Zayn from the Bloodline set. Continue. Then we got another Amethyst Constrictor side plate. 14 packs to go. 14 packs to go. Next pack. Reveal. Superstar Series 2 Naomi, Emerald, Gold Teddy Long, Sapphire Wallpaper, Ruby Wallpaper, all dupes, and we didn't make a lot off MFP for that. That was bad. So this 540,000 MFP is about to turn into maybe 30,000. It's already, well, we already got 30,000. All right, duplicate. And Unstoppable Force side plate. We're not getting great rolls out of this at all. Next pack. This is nothing like the previous pack, obviously. All right, duplicate, Sapphire Crushing Grip side plate. Duplicate. Very disappointing, guys. Very disappointing. 11 packs to go. 11 packs to go. All right, we got a Sinister Alexa Bliss, Amethyst. First card, second card, Foley, Manager, a duplicate. All right, we got a Ruby Technical Mirror side plate, duplicate. And we're not making a killing on duplicate MFP at all. 10 packs to go. All right, duplicate, dupe. All right, Constrictor, side plate, Sapphire, dupe. we're barely going to make 100,000 MFP at the rate we're going off of this out of 540,000 MFP. That's not very happy at all. All right, next pack. Dude. All right, Aerial Master Side Plate. Next pack, 8 packs to go. And you can hear the enthusiasm in my voice as we go forward. Dude, and dude. Bad. We're not even going to hit. Are we even going to crack 50,000 here? I'm very nervous now. All right. Next pack. Dude. And Sapphire Never Surrender Side Plate. 6 packs to go. 6 packs to go. All right. And it takes a lot to kill my enthusiasm for this game. All right, Sapphire, heavy-handed, side plate, but we're getting there. All right, we're not even doing any damage to our collector's level, so this is bad for me. I put a lot of work into grinding for that MFP, and just for it all to go away this quickly with nothing but side plates is not that cool. 4 packs to go. 4 packs to go. All right. Nothing. Sapphire Steel Leg game. All right. Yeah, nah, 2K made sure that this time around we wasn't going to get nothing out of these packs, man. They really did. Look at this. Look at this. All right. And I'm not a super negative person, but man, this is, this is wild. All right, we got a Ruby closer side plate. You got an Amethyst Asuka from Demastered. That's a Persona card. I think I already got that one. Pretty sure I got that whole Master set. So that's not anything new for me. We got the Scarlet again. Risk Taker side plate. Nothing else that matters. All right, and the last pack. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words, guys. I'm at a loss for words. This is like opening a pack of prize packs from Lava Mints. All right, I got a whole lot of nothing out of that 20 box. So I turned 540,000 MFP into 67,161 MFP. That's the sum total of what has been done today. But there's your superstar super pack to do with it what you will enjoy. All right, well, let's see what we've earned today. We got additional 4 cards to go over here out of the set. Out of set 1, we got 1 additional card. We got the Asuka card, obviously. And we're still missing Rob Van Dam, Stacy, The Miz, Steiner, the Steiner Rob Van Dam, which would be kind of important and to get, but we'll touch on that. But I haven't pulled those out of the main set or this All-Star set either, so that's consistent. Out of set 2, we pulled Alexa Bliss, and we're still missing Cody, Eddie, John, Roman, pretty much everything out of this one. We got 1 card out of this whole group. Yeah, that's crazy. Bray and Diamond Dallas Page and Roman. All right, and out of set 3, we got 3 out of 9. Here it is, a testament to how bad these pulls are. Look at that, 3 out of 9, 1 out of 10, 3 out of 9. Make it make sense. All right. But out of group 2, we got the Sami Zayn card and we got the Rey Mysterio card. And if you haven't seen these cards, let's go. I'm getting beside myself, so let me back up here. Out of each set, let's take a quick look at the cards if you haven't seen these cards before. First, we got the Amethyst Asuka that was first featured in the Demastered series set. And she's 85 overall, amethyst. That's card art, both sides. Attributes, if you will. Not going to deep dive into those a whole lot. She's got 86 finisher, 86 technical submission offense. Badges, level 3 Anaconda, level 2 Always See It Coming, level 2 Lionheart, level 3 Sting Like a Bee, level 3 Dirty Trickster, and no payback. All right. Then we have the Amethyst Kurt Angle from the Demaster series. His card art, a lot of people already have this card using it in their grinding squads. So I'm not going to cover his attributes. Badges, level 3 Sting Like a Bee, level 3 Anaconda, level 2 Dirty Trickster, level 3 Adrenaline, level 2 Always See It Coming. Payback is Freeze. Then we have Amethyst Scarlet from Sinister. That's her card art. Not covering the attributes, but I will scroll through them. You can take a look and see what you like. Badges, level 3 Dirty Trickster, level 3 Red Blanket, level 2 Sting Like a Bee, level 2 Heavy Handed, level 3 Always See It Coming. Side plates, none. All right. Out of set 2, we got the Amethyst Alexa Bliss, which is a Persona card. That's the card art. Attributes are as follows. Looks like the highest is a 95 on aerial range. Badges, she has a level 4 Gold Anaconda, level 3 Always See It Coming, level 2 Sting Like a Bee, level 4 Bee Repellent, level 2 Second Wind, side place none. Excuse me, side plays none. But payback is resiliency, and she's a persona. And finally, out of set 3, we got 3 out of the 9 cards there. Starting with the Diamond Jacob 2 from the Bloodline set. There's his attributes. And let's see his highs: 90 recovery, 90 pin escape, 90 strength. Badges, level 4 Gold Sting Like a Bee, level 3 Pain Train, level 2 Endurance, level 3 Dive Bomber, level 2 Heavy Handed, level 1 Crosshairs, and his payback is resiliency. We got a Diamond Rey Mysterio from the Money in the Bank set. Notable attributes: 91 finisher, 91 recovery, 91 agility, 91 movement speed. See what else we got here. 91 running offense, 91 aerial range, 97 aerial offense. Badges, gold or level 4 dive bomber, level 3 slippery eel, level 2 swiftness, level 3 quick climber, level 2 wet blanket, and level 1 dream street. Payback is resiliency. And finally, we pulled the Diamond Sami Zayn from the Bloodline set. There's his card art and his attributes. Notables: 90 stamina, 90 finisher. And that's it. Badges: gold of level 4 Pain Train, level 2 Endurance, level 2 Swiftness, level 3 Energetic Opportunist, level 2 Lionheart, level 1 Determination. Payback is resiliency. Backing out of that. All right, and that's all I got out of that. And as you can see, this is the results of the pull from a 20 box from this set. We got 7 out of the 28 cards from the entire set from a single 20 box. So do with that what you will. I don't think I'll be buying any more 20 boxes out of this set. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. So now if I go back and look at the other sets, it's interesting that I pulled Ray out of that set, but not out of the main Money in the Bank, which which is crazy in and of itself. All right. And I just wanted to go back and look because one of the things here, let's see what else we got here. Because I got the only sets that I don't have fully complete now in this game as it currently stands are, you see, I'm 10 out of 14 on Money in the Bank, 18 out of 25 in Legend Series 2. What's notable about what I'm missing in Legend Series 2 is this one right here, set 2. I can get a whopping 15 tokens out of that, but that's important now, and I'll discuss that more in just a moment. But out of this, I need Rob Van Dam and Lex Luger, and to get these 15 tokens. The tokens are important now, given what 2K has set up that's going on with upcoming live events, and we'll get more into that once the game update goes live here in about another 20 minutes or so. But I'll talk about that more then, because we'll at least stay on to see the game update when the live events go live. Then I'll discuss some of the issues going forward and what my plan of attack might be going forward, given the current state of the game. But out of Money in the Bank, I'm missing the Amethyst Otis, the Amethyst Rey Mysterio, Amethyst Nikki Cross 23, and the Ruby Tatum Paxley. And that's all out of that set. And again, I'm 10 out of 14 in that set, 18 out of 25 in Legends 2. Legends 2, still got a couple of things I need to cover. We did pull some manager cards, so let's go over to the manager tier and see where we are at there. I know we had one out of Mr. Fiji series, a Sapphire Mr. Fiji. That's that card art. He's a ruthless style manager, and he's all +7 to attributes, string finisher, arm durability, grapple offense, arm power. But there's a quick look at that. And then we also pulled a Ruby Miss Elizabeth, the flashy version of her in her Ruby form, and tribute bonuses to agility, arm power, arm durability, aerial offense, power submission, defense, pin escape. And those are all +8. And that's the Ruby Miss Elizabeth from the manager cards Miss Elizabeth series. All right, and now we're getting a new content must sync and a game refresh again. So don't know what that was about. So let's go back in and see what's going on there. All right, going to the card market. Legends cards are in the card market, so I do have those options available now, and I may take that into consideration as to how I want to work going forward and just grind for the Lex Luger and Rob Van Dam cards so that I can get those 15 tokens, and I get into it later why grabbing tokens are important and kind of my priority right now. I like to get some of these other cards to complete the sets there, but they're not a priority, because if we go over here to my collection and go into Legends 2 and see what the set collection rewards are for grinding out those cards, for set 1 we'll get a cosmetics pack like I've already discussed. For set 2 we get those 15 tokens. For set 3, 5,000 MFP, which ain't a lot these days. And for set 4 we'll get this Amethyst Macho Man Randy Savage card, which is important as far as like knocking out my collector's level. But I definitely expected to get more out of the 20 box today to get me closer as far as my collector's level is concerned. But didn't. That the universe had other ideas, or 2K in this case. I've been grinding away in Faction Wars a little bit off camera, so we have stacked up a few credits there that'll get me a few cards knocked out when the time is right. But there's no point in even spending any money yet on cards in there either, because we got over 30 cards to even do some damage in the collector's level on that. There's no point in knocking those cards out yet until we're closer to the next collector's level. And given that I just blew up 540,000 MFP today and only got a net of 67,000 MFP, I'm mentally, I don't know where I'm at on that or how I feel about that right now. We go over into the live events here now before the update. We can kind of get a look at what's coming. I'm see if they threw anything else in there since we did just have a little refresh, as you guys saw. But what's coming when the game updates here in 18 minutes now is we're going to have the Ultimate Challenge X come up, which I think is Roman number 10. I'm not a math guy. But the fun thing about this one is we only have a shot at 2 of the cards that are here right now and won't have the ability to get to one of the cards until 6 days from now. And that's this one, because that's the Superstar of the Month, the final Superstar of the Month event for Naomi, which coincides with the DLC release we got coming next week and we'll have a match with Naomi versus Jordan Grace using the Amethyst Naomi that we won in a previous Superstar of the Month live event. But that completing this one will get us the Diamond Naomi, but that's 6 days away. But this Ultimate Challenge goes live today, but there's no realistic way anybody could participate in it right now, which has me scratching my head. Like, why do we have the clock ticking on this, and we're losing 6 days on this one, or at least five or 6 days, but at least 5 days or more, 5 or more days, really. So, but we're losing a whole week on this, and that's just that the clock's going to be ticking before we can even before any player in the community could have a chance of even participating in the event. The other issue here is the Diamond Last Legend card, and I lamented about that one quite a bit already. But let's get into it. If you scroll down here, this is the event that will get you the Diamond Last Legend card, allegedly. If you're one of those people that has the unicorn of enough tokens to get the Javon Evans card in order to participate in this event. And what is needed for this event is the Amethyst Javon Evans token market card. And the only way you can get this card is from the token market. Now let's pop over here to the store and to the token market. And here's your token market. Yeah. And tokens are currency that 2K puts into the game from time to time, but you're at the behest of 2K with how often they put tokens into the game. You can get a few from your daily challenges when you log into the game from time to time. Like today, I have this one up here, and this one's been glitched for me today as well. Like I've been playing matches since last night, and I've run a multitude of matches in under 2 minutes, and this one hasn't popped out. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if I will need to log a ticket for this or what, but this hasn't updated. In fact, none of my dailies have been updating since the game refreshed last night and these came up. My daily challenges are currently broken, so I don't know if I need to log a ticket for that. I'll probably go ahead and put one in here after I get off today. But this is just more adding to the mess, for lack of a better term. And like I say, I'm not. I mean, some of you guys that have been following me may know I get into it when I'm playing the game. I rage a little bit and I curse and do my thing, but I'm generally speaking, I'm a mostly positive guy. Like, I'm a positive guy, but I say stuff a lot of times, but it's not like that's not my like normal position all the time. I like, I'm kind of like a person that just like kind of goes with the flow most of the time. But what's happening here is a bit much. So And I want to put a positive spin on some of this stuff, but I can't right now. But getting back to the issue with the token market and the Javon Evans card, I'm at a place now, and I've been playing this game for the most part pretty regularly and pretty heavily since its release. I pre-ordered it, did all this stuff, and I've been on it. The only thing I don't spend a lot of time in here is I don't spend a lot of time in ranked play. And because of this Javon Evans issue, that's going to hurt me. But I just don't enjoy ranked play. That's not for me. I've gotten into it a little bit. I'm not that good at it, but just to be honest, my focus is not into it. I know guys could probably be like, okay, you suck. You need to do this. You need to do that. Blah 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 blah. This, that, and the third. But that's just not for me. And I should be able to play this game, be successful, and play it the way I want to play, and still have a shot at some of these cards and these events, but such is the case here. But that's for a lot of folks though, because even folks that like ranked play and have been in here and had some modicum of success, still probably aren't getting the tokens that they need out of this mode to be able to get that Javon Evans card. I'm really bad with it because I'm really bad at ranked play. I do pretty decent at other modes in the game, and like I've said many times, even since I started live streaming a WWE2K25, is I'm not a button mashing idiot savant, but I do have my moments, and I'm pretty decent otherwise. The rank play is not for me. I don't know if it ever will be. I've never been a player versus player guy. Anyways, generally speaking, that's not my entertaining way of gaming for me anyways. And then guys get on there and they do all sorts of cheesy stuff and all, and even if it's a quote skill issue, it's still cheesy to me. All right. But enough on that. I'm gonna get off my soapbox there. But back to Javon Evans, token market. With all that being said, I've been able to get enough tokens to at least be 6 out of 10 in the Ruby tier. They're making me kind of regret a little bit that early in the game, before they updated it, early in the game, you had to get 10 out of 10 to get to the next tier. Of course, that changed now that the game's been out for a while. For these lower tiers, you only need to get 8 out of 10, and then you can move to the next tier and then do another 8 out of 10. So for some people, they were able to save, I think these cards were like 50 or 25. I think these were 25 initially. So you save 50 tokens there, and then these were, because these are 100, right? Yeah, so I think these were 50. So you probably got, so if you did the 8 out of 10 here, you probably got 50 tokens out of here. You probably got another 100 tokens out of here if you didn't buy all 10 cards here. So some of you guys might be able to squeeze another card here, and you might be sitting at either 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, but you still are going to need quite a few more tokens to get there. I went in and spent out early, so I'm clearly got that 150 token gap between these two that I could have had if I had sat on my tokens and waited until the game updated and changed the requirements to advance to the next tier. But how was I to know that was coming? I should have, but because of what happened last year, but I still was behind the 8 ball there because I didn't start playing this game, as I've talked about before, until late last year. I've owned the game for a while, but I really didn't pick up and start playing 2K24 until around October or November of last year. And that's when I first started getting into the game, getting into the community, getting into the My Faction mode, and ended up where we are today. So I could have probably thought about it in the end that, okay, they're probably going to do, because in 2K24, it was always, you had to get at least 8 out of 10 to get to the next tier. But I kind of did think it was weird when this game first came out. It was like, no, you got to get 10 out of 10 to get to each tier. So I was like, so maybe I assumed that, okay, maybe that's the way it's going to be all the way through. But for whatever reason that changed. And for these lower tiers, it was only 8. It started out as 10 and 10, but now it's currently 8 and 8. But because I got mine before that change was made in the game, and so that's where I'm at now. Now for the Ruby tier, it is actually 10 out of 10 because it says so here. So you got to get, so either way, you still got to get the 10. But long story short, some guys are going to be 7, probably already at 7, maybe even 8 out of the 10 here. But that still would mean you have to get another 200 tokens. And then you have another 120 tokens. So you're still talking 320. So a lot of guys are going to be sitting probably 400 and some change away, or like in my case, I'm about 5 and some change, closer to 5. I think I'm closer to 550. I think. Let me last check, because I got 86 now, and then I got 400 here. Yeah, 4 cards here, so that's 400. So I'm still about 520 tokens out, minus the 86 that I currently have. So let's do a little math for us non-math people here. That's me. Raise my hand. So, although it's simple math, but math ain't simple for me. All right, so if you're saying we got 520 and we're taking away 86 from that, so I still need to earn 434 tokens. And if I grind my way to get the Rob Van Dam and Lex Luger from the Legends Series 2, that will knock off another 15. So I'm still looking at 419 tokens is what I need currently just to get a shot at getting Devon. As it stands right now, today, I have how many days to get that figured out? Let me go back in there. I'm now sitting at 31 days, 7 minutes and 6 seconds to get that figured out. So with the daily rewards, those are still going to come in. There'll be some days where you get 3, some days where you get 6. Now some days where you get none. So 31 days, I might have a chance to get the tokens there, but I don't know. I can't see the future. I don't have a crystal ball. I have nowhere knowing out. That's totally random. And like I say, well, but not just yet. I'm already at a loss today because I got one daily that's coming up. Win one match under 2 minutes, and it's not popping. None of my dailies are popping. I've done all these activities and matches, and none of these are popping right now. So I don't know what the issue is there or why that's happening. All right, but there's the token market. Javon Evans, he's here in the token market. We need this card. He costs 120 tokens, but again, I'm going to need 520 tokens to get to him because I got to get 400 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, plus another 120. So that's 5. I need 520 tokens to get to there. Again, that's minus the 86. So again, 520 minus the 86. So 434, and then operating the assumption that I will at some point grind for the 15 to get that set collection reward for pulling or buying Lex Luger and Rob Van Dam, that's 100,000 right there proper, which is why I should have spent my MFP today instead of buying this pack at. Now I could grind, and I've already talked about how it takes me about 2.5 hours to get 50,000. So it would take me, with that math, it would probably take me about 5 or 6 hours to get the grind, just straight up grind the MFP that's needed to get them to cards. I got to think about how I want to approach that, but I'm starting to burn out a little bit here, so I don't know if I'll do that immediately. But that's probably what I'll work on doing here as we go into the next week. Now, next week we got another pack coming, I believe. Let me see if I don't know if that timer's updated. Let's just go back here in the pack market and see if it's showing that now. Okay, no, we got 2 weeks between this pack and the next pack, so we got time. Okay, so that allows me to chill a little bit on grinding, I think, and I will oblige. But My next objective, I think, is going to be, now that I got a week to kind of relax a little bit, is work on getting those. So I work on grinding towards getting Lex and Rob, and we'll take it from there. I could buy one of them right now, but there's no point until I have the money for both of them. All right, so that's where we're at. On the daily update. Let's see, we got another. All right, we'll be updating in 3 minutes. So let's do a quick grinding match, and then we'll come back and we'll be ready to go. And I want to thank you guys that are still hanging around here and listening to me kind of ramble and rant a little bit. And I hope I'm making sense. I'm not sounding too crazy. I wanted to be said and not understated that in spite of a lot of the stuff that's happening with the game, I still love the game. I want to make that clear. You know, I'm a wrestling fan. You know, I've been loving wrestling all my life. I go back to
the bell rings. The bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod in this match. That pack mentality and
other guys, man, Buff Bagwell, some of the other guys.
Is essentially comprised of the black sheep of the family.
I go back to the territory days,
to the family reunions or the
some of you guys don't even understand how far wrestling is.
Dangerous men, each with a few screws loose in their own respective rights.
Yeah, the family may want nothing to do with any of them, but to go watch wrestling in the local warehouses and things, and these guys are put on the show. And some of these legends that you guys go to the WWE, these big companies before. I saw these guys before they were big, and I knew what they were, man. I grew up watching Boy the Championship Wrestling, Gordon Soul, and you know, Ric Flair and some of them other guys, man. Those are dudes.
This is what it's all about.
All the hard work, all the training, like so many others.
It's all for achieving big victories
like this guy that used to do the Miz before Oscar did it, called Shinji Nagasaki. And that was one of his big things, was just do that spray mist in people's faces and mess them up. Like, man, like my love for wrestling is in my DNA. But I brought my son up in it. I had to take a break from it for many years while I was being a grown up and doing grown up things. But now that I'm refined and I'm older, being a fan of wrestling and loving wrestling is part of me being a grown-up. Grown-ups have to have fun too. And I love wrestling. I have mixed opinions about today's current product, but I'm also not one of those guys.
The only way to describe this version of the bloodline.
The Attitude Era,
remorseless and willing to do anything to stake their claim here in WWE. Come on, Cole.
But I also grew up in the 80s when Hulkamania, even though I was a Roddy Piper guy. I actually like the villains more.
Yes, the bloodline is cool. And that's what makes them continue to be
like Hulk Hogan, but then I quickly got to the point where I could stand him quickly. And this is probably going to be like blasphemy for some folks. I was never a big Macho Man style either. And again, I mostly rock with a lot of the bad guys. I was a big hot rod Roddy Piper fan, man.
The team of AJ Styles, Steve Austin,
all right, but I digress. So we're going to grind here for a few minutes.
They went the extra mile in this win.
I agree.
What a win.
Kind of rock it there. Yeah, earlier today I was kind of messing around with some of the other grind methods that I've seen from some other folks in the community and experimenting with those. And I don't know if it's me or the game or whatever, but I've been having some issues today, man, like big time. Like the only grind that I've been able to
menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know if my brain's not translating to the fingers.
Doesn't matter.
But clearly user error because I've watched countless videos of guys.
It's a savage approach, but the bloodline has certainly become one of the most feared factions we've ever seen.
Making it work easily.
Such a rich history.
I'm fumbling the ball and all that.
Here tonight will do everything
outside of this
to live up to that legacy.
What you see me doing here now with the firm pull. And even it has moments where it goes sideways quickly and immediately.
Big time win in this tag team match.
And Of course, while I'm on live now, it wants to run smooth. But this is what it looks like when it runs pretty smooth.
Steve Austin, Jey Uso, and Drew.
All right, but there's other grinding methods out there. There's different ways to get to it. Some guys don't even. There we go. Daily update is in. Today's loyalty reward is a pink diamond free agent Seth Rollins. We're still grinding towards getting the actual card for that. All right, and there it is. Daily login bonus. We got gold side plates and a free agent, Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going to catch that card out. I don't need it right now. There's of no use to me. The only use for it for me would be as free MFP. So let's immediately go here to our superstars. We go to the We the Best. We go to choose superstar, and we'll take this right here. And let me explain this to players that might be new to the game or don't understand how this works. What we did here, let me walk it back here so we can step through so everybody can understand if I'm popping through things too quick, because I have experience doing this. And this is something that actually confuses a lot of players to the game sometimes, especially new guys. This screen right here that I'm going in is My Faction Management. If you go in My Faction Management, you can create a team that you can use for play in the Faction Wars mode. And also, this is where you set up your teams for cards that you would use in live events. And I got a team. This is a squad of the team I have set up for live events, and I rotate through the cards as needed for whatever live event I'm trying to participate in. But doing so, you can go in here and set up your squads, and that way you could already have the manager on the squad to get those bonuses, and just kind of customize it however you want based on what nameplates and logos and wallpapers you have. But anywho, going back to my main squad and the Money in the Bank, what I'm doing here is I'm going to one of my squads. My main one is the Money in Bank. The We the Best team is the team that has all my highest rated cards in accordance with how the game sorts them. So this is literally my best cards. Like if you go in here and you're building a team and you select the first slot and select choose superstar, when the game pops up, it sorts the cards in accordance with how the game believes your best cards are in order of the best to the least best. And in this sort, it put the pink diamond Jey Uso front and center, followed by the pink diamond Seth Rollins free agent card that we just acquired. Free agent cards can be used for a limited number of matches, then they disappear, period, never to be seen again. Or you can cash those cards out for a equivalent MFP value. And what we're going to do with this card is I have no interest in using this card for anything because it's not a permanent card. It goes away after 3 matches, and then I can't get any benefit from it anymore. So I'd rather just scrap it and have the MFP and not even be bothered with having to use the card at all. And the way you get there is if you go back to, let me back out one more time and step through it step by step. You go in My Faction Management, go select your team of choice, and go to that the setup screen for the teams. You can set up for the men's and the women's divisions, but you want to go to the men's division and then select any of the superstar card slots and then select choose superstar, and then that'll show you all the cards that you currently have, and you can scroll through all your cards, and this is where you would go to pick a card for your teams, your My Faction teams, Faction War teams. Really, is what this is for. But this is where you will find that pink diamond Seth Rollins login reward card that you acquired today. And in my case, I don't want to use that card. I want to go ahead and scrap it for MFP. When you tab over to that card and select that card down at the bottom of the screen, you have a new option that pops up that you don't see as you mouse over or tab over to other cards. And you can see it says the options below at the bottom of the screen. It says select, back, reverse sort, or scrap for MFP. I'm on Xbox, so for me that's the Y button. If you're on PlayStation or PC, your button setup might be different depending on what controller you're using. All right, but for me on Xbox Series X, it's Y to scrap for MFP. I want to make note here before I do so. I'm curious to see how much I get off of this, me being that non-math guy. So what I'm going to do here before we do this is let me make a quick note because I want to see what the flat rate they're going to give me for this card. Here, one moment. So let me not make note of this. So right now I'm sitting at 69. Oh, this should be easy, man, because I'm sitting at 69,011. So it's just 69. So that for once, this will be easy math. So if I hit Y, grab for MFP, I'm now at 93,011. So that was almost 30,000 MFP. So we went from 69 to 93,011. So 93,011 minus 69,011. Yeah. So that was a cool 24,000 MFP off of that card. Not bad at all. I wish our duplicate MFP rewards were still at that threshold. At least that card was still at that old threshold that we used to have for duplicate MFP for cards. That's what we used to get for certain cards. I think it was Amethyst cards were right up there before they nerfed, in my humble opinion, and in many players of this game's opinion, the duplicate MFP for cards in order to slow our progress as players in this game. So cool. All right, so we're now at 93,011 MFP, and we're that much closer to me, considering the opportunity of buying these two cards, the Legends 2 Lex Luger Ruby and the Legends 2 Rob Van Dam Ruby, in order to get the set collection reward of the 15 tokens from Legends 2 set 2. Not in a rush to do that because I'm still a long way out from getting what I need for Javon Evans. And really there's no need in me even making any moves in that direction until I'm sitting on more than enough tokens to do what I need to do. Because again, I need 4 cards out of here and then the 1 card out of here. And that's, as we've already discussed previously, I need 419 tokens between now and this event expiring. And as it stands right now, oops, wrong thing. As it stands right now, we're looking at how many days until this event expires? Let's go over that one more time, because it's a beautiful thing. All right, 30 now. We're 30 days out now. All right, so I got 30 days to get that 419 tokens. And we'll talk more once we get closer to that. So and you see that up at the top right of the screen, that's the first category there. That's the little the little shield with the WWE logo on it. And I'm sitting at 86 right now. So until that bad boy says 400 and some change, we're chilling on tokens. Not doing anything with tokens other than trying to acquire as many as we can. All right. And we got some new upcoming live events. One at least. We got a Karrion Kross birthday bash. That's going to give us 120 tokens. So now we're talking. That's going to require a gold superstar card. So that's going to be our first deep dive into the realm of getting tokens again. Thank you, 2K. Now, can we have 3 more of those? All right. Can I add that on my wish list? The 4-star difficulty level match, that'll go live tomorrow. I probably won't run it tomorrow. I'll probably wait until a few days later to see what else pops up. I might even wait until the DLC release next week before I even run that. But I'll take a look at it tomorrow to see how many days are associated with it, and that'll probably drive when I decide to do it. But stay tuned to my Twitter, and I'll post when and where I'm going to get into it. And we won't be able to do the Naomi event until next Friday. So there's definitely gonna look forward to that. And I'll be live for that, no doubt. But new stuff we have that just went live today. Let's go find that, talk about that, and that might be where I end it today. We'll see. All right, first new live event we got here that came online today. We have Revenge of the Unhinged. This is a 3-star difficulty level live event, and this features Finn Balor and the Great Muta. And objective: the Unhinged will not go down without a fight. This is Extreme Rules match and requires a Finn Balor superstar supercard that we don't have. And you can earn a Demon Finn Balor supercard that we also don't have. According to the internet community, from what I understand, this card is going to be awarded in a locker code that has yet to be revealed. So that will be the only way we can get this Finn Balor supercard that is required for this event. So stay tuned to my channel, to my Twitter, and once that information becomes available, I will let the community know. But as it stands right now, today at this moment, we have no way to get this card as of yet. So once that locker code is released, I'll put that information out across all of my social media and on my next live. So just be on the lookout for that. Then we got the Ultimate Challenge 10 that went live today, and this is a 4-star difficulty level Ultimate Challenge. We've done enough of these now. You know how these work, so I don't have to get that much into that. But the reward for this one is a Diamond CM Punk Straight Edge Society Persona card. And it requires an Amethyst Stephanie Vaquer, Diamond Lash Legend, Diamond Elite Jade Cargill Persona, and the Diamond Naomi Live Events reward. And overcome Ultimate Challenge, collected reward is really all it says. 8-man normal tag team match. And that's once you got the cards, that should be pretty straight up. The problem here is getting the cards. And that's really it. So there's no new live events that I participate in today at this point in time. So I could get on here and let's see if we got any other stuff in the news banner that popped up that might be worth getting into. No, they haven't updated that yet, so that's all generic. And like I say, I have these daily challenges. Win a match in under 2 minutes. You've seen me want to do that multiple times already today on this live, and that's not popping. So I might be logging a ticket later for that. And I guess that's just about going to do it for me today. Let's go in here and pop open the side plate pack for side plates. Reveal all. Gold main event star side plate. Yeah. So I guess other than me off camera doing some mega grinding or whatever, there is that. But I'm going to take a break from the game a little bit right now, man. I grinded my tail off, if you will, to pop 20 boxes of these open, and was grossly dissatisfied with the results. I guess one other thing we can look at here, I didn't go through this with you guys, and we'll close out here. I think where we're at 12. Well, yeah, we'll see where we're at after I do this. But let me quickly go through this. I should have went through this during the pack opening, but all right, pack odds. Let's view those real quick. But basic pack by rarity. And I'm just looking at the superstar tier. 8, 12, 20, 41. 11, 8. All right, for deluxe pack odds by rarity. Your best one is 31 on Emerald, Amethyst 23, Diamonds 17. All right, then on a 10 box, the odds by rarity jump to go up to 41, still 41 on the emerald. 11 on the amethyst, and 7 on the diamond. Oh, excuse me, 7 on the diamond. Your bronze, gold's 20%. So you have a better chance of pulling a bronze than a diamond. All right, for a deluxe 10-pack box, your odds are, and I'm just going over the gold's 15, emerald's 31, amethyst 22, diamond 17. Excuse me there. I don't know what got my sinuses riled up. And on the 20 box that I popped open and had those great results earlier today by rarity, you see bronze 5, silver 9, gold 14, emerald 33. More importantly, amethyst 23, diamond 16. And as you can see, I wasn't in much of any of that. All right, you're getting clogged up here. Hold on. Hold on just a moment here. All right. Guess what we can do today just to have some additional content. What are we looking at on time? Oh, we're already an hour and 17 minutes into it today. We want to do a Faction Wars run. Y'all want to watch me grind? And let me see. Well, I guess we can check to see if there's been any other updates anywhere else in the game. I don't believe so, because all of their updates, their Faction Wars updates are generally monthly. Nothing new in here, so no. And I can get some cards out of here to do some damage towards that collector's level. But even if you're doing the math here, I'm almost in the ruby tier here. So if we're getting cards out of here, these are going to be 5,000 a pop. I got one 4,000 tier card, Andre, but basically mathematically, we're talking 5,000 a pop. Now I'm sitting on 18,000. 155 points. So you can already see that I probably get 3 or 4 cards out of this at most where I'm at right now. I got 13 tickets. So I got some work I can do there that I can knock out, do some damage towards my collector's level. But still 31 cards. I ain't gonna get that through Faction Wars anytime soon. So I probably won't, unless something interesting happens. I probably won't be doing much damage towards the next collector's level until the next pack drops, give or take a few things. As you see here in the card market, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 cards. 7 cards away, and I'm not spending 20 on 80, 892 on Yokozuna, nothing like that right now. I could probably stomach dropping 25 on British Bulldog, man. But once I get these 2 knocked out with purpose, then I might shoot for them. Well, I definitely be shooting for these 2, but these other ones, not too much worried about. Although now that we got 2 weeks between packs, I do have some wiggle room to play now, depending on how I feel about grinding. But again, I'm not popping any of these packs right now until I find out or get more information on upcoming oddities and things like that going forward. And we all see how paltry the duplicate MFP you get for popping packs are anyway, so there's no point in even opening any of these at all from sets I've already fully completed. So I think that's going to be it, at least for my on-camera time today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and checking me out. You've been tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. Today we've been on WWE2K25. Today was a straight up pack opening. I would have loved to have had the opportunity to do some live events, but we're not there yet. And again, upcoming live events where we get off. We have Revenge of the Unhinged. We need a locker code to get this card to participate for this event. We got the Great American Bash over Javon and Trick. You need Amethyst Javon Evans from the token market to participate in this. Good luck. Finally, we have the Ultimate Challenge X. You can't participate in this one yet and will not be able to until next week because you need not only the Diamond Lash Legend card, but you need the live event, a Diamond Naomi card that is a live events reward from a live event that has not went live yet. So make it make sense. And I guess did I take a look at the card here? This is a lot of people going to be hyped about this reward off of this one. This is a Demon and Valor card, and that's the card art. Once we got to get a shot at it, we'll take a deep dive, look at the badges and stats and whatnot. But that's the big one there. Same thing with the Lash Legend card and the Straight Edge Society CM Punk card. All right. And that's the CM Punk card is a persona. The Last Legend card is not. The Finn Balor card is not. That's all I got for today. I'm Bose831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Wherever it is you're running across my content, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell. If you're on other platforms, whatever the notification icon is for those. That way, when you can be notified when I posted new content or updates. That way you could always be in the loop. Episodes of my Twitch live streams are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. Same thing applies there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in and checking me out. I hope I haven't been too negative today, but because like I say, and to be clear, I'm a fan of wrestling first. I'm a fan of this series of games first. And part of why I'm saying a lot of the things I say is because I want this game to be the best it can be, not just for me, but for the community and for all the players involved. And this is just my humble opinion, is I think 2K is shooting themselves in the foot with some of this, I guess if you want to frame it as corporate greed that they have here with the way they're running some of the things in the game. They can make because if they want to make money off this game, as I'm sure they're making a lot of money with the way they're running it now, but they can make a ton more money if they just did or performed certain gestures that at least created the appearance to the community that you care. This is an issue with a lot of corporations. Me being an Xbox guy, Microsoft becomes immediately to mind. Because the PlayStation 5 is a cool system. Xbox is a cool system. But there's no way that if Microsoft was doing what they're supposed to be doing, in a way that created goodwill in the community with the player base and with everybody in general, that the gap between the two systems should be so far apart. But it's all in the corporate culture and the way Microsoft runs a lot of things. But again, that's another soapbox topic for another day, and that's not why we're here. We're here to talk wrestling, WWE, and keep it positive. But I want to see this game be the best it could be. I want to see the players in the community be the best they could be, and everybody be happy, man, and everybody have fun. It's like, this is something I say on my other live streams, and I don't say it enough here, and I need to say it more here. So I got to get back into that groove too. And there's this little saying I used to say on my live streams, and I got to get back to that rotation of saying that as well. And that saying is, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? And so that first and foremost, we game because we have fun doing it, something that we love. We got to get back to that. But when certain things and elements in the universe kind of, put barriers to that, that's why we have and people say what they say and do what they do, and things are where they are. And hopefully 2K can get some of this stuff turned around and we can get there. This upcoming live event, Karrion Kross birthday bash, is a tiny step in that direction, but we need. That's one big thing that they need to do here. Is put out more content in the game more regularly. Which reminds me, one quick thing I didn't check to see if they might have slid a World Tour update in there or something. Don't see anything new on this screen. No new regions in World Tour. Just wanted to double check just for me was a purpose. I didn't think there'd be anything there, but there's that. But all right. This is where I'm going to knock it off now, because I could go on and on and on. But stay tuned to my channel. Stay tuned to my Twitter. Stay tuned to my YouTube. Check me out. Give me that love, and I get that love back to you, man. It's all about having fun at the end of the day. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your lives. Have fun, folks. Bose 831 Gaming, WWE2K25, and we are out of here. Have a good day, everyone. And before I shut it down, we'll do one more quick grind run featuring my
Ice in their veins, that's perhaps the only way to describe this version of the bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and willing to do anything to stake their claim here in WWE. Come on, Cole, that's what the bloodline
already, so we're going to scratch that. And other thing about grinding, real quick, y'all thought I was going, didn't you? Just real quick about grinding. The best way to be your most efficient grinding, if it goes sideways, start over quickly. You're gonna get more numbers over time.
The bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring. The latest incarnation of the bloodline only has one move: total destruction. Doesn't matter who you are.
The more quickly you can get in and out of matches, that's where you're going to be most.
It's a savage approach, but the bloodline has certainly become one of the most feared factions we've ever seen.
That's always be your focus. If something goes sideways, if it's something you can make a minor adjustment to get out of the match quickly, boom. So if you go too far sideways, you're running into matches that are over 2 minutes or more. And you're wasting time. In that same 2 minutes, you could have had 4 matches. So just food for thought when you're grinding. There it is. Now I'm out of here. Have a good day, everyone. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bose Gaming.
I can't imagine a world in which they're not proud of that win.
Have all the fun you want, but at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Winning and making money. In that order.